Indeed. So that could be quite stout for light, is provided that we do get to that point. I'm curious to see what the final actions of these dropships as they move around about the map are going to be. It's only a matter of time, obviously, before the battlecruisers start to push out, and so we're going to see when those get equalized or phased out completely. I would have to imagine this is going to be maybe the last push for these dropships as they move in. Light trying to do a little bit of damage at this expansion, and we're going to see how much success he has. At this point, it looks like he has been able to do some damage, but I don't know if that was really worth it. Upmagic seems to be coming out relatively well, but at the same time, he has lost a gas extractor over at one of his other expansions, so trying to even out the damage is light. And now we have those battle cruisers revealed and in the field for Upmagic, and that is a significant.
That is about 6 of them for Upmagic. I've seen 3 for Light so far. I would have to expect that he has more than just 3 battle cruisers by now, but I could be wrong, or maybe he has them in different locations around the map.
It's possible. It looked like from that count that there were only 4 that were produced, and at this point it looks like he's still just at 4. And in the meantime, has constructed a ridiculous number of turrets in an attempt to try and delay any type of air push that's going to be coming from those cruisers until the cannons are.
Yeah, this is going to be a big build-up to a very large battle. I'm also expecting that before long we'll start seeing science vessels with EMP research, because that is the only way to nullify those Yamato cannons that are going to be so prevalent, not just in your head but in the game, surely.
Indeed, indeed, I would have to agree with you. And it seems like for the time being, despite the starport count, that Upmagic is still very much in the lead in terms of actual battle cruiser production right now. So we'll see if he's able to hang on to that. I would honestly expect him to start making a push out onto the map and trying to actually utilize those. Being a little bit sloppy right there, eating some damage unnecessarily. But here come those cannons, and they are firing up right quick and in a hurry, and already losing some turrets and tanks. Is light, but at the same time amassing his own battlecruiser force in an attempt to counter. It looks like this expansion here at the 9 o'clock, or excuse me, the 3 o'clock position.
Yeah, it looks like this is going to be the focal point of the engagements for the next little while, and Light is going to have to hold that base. And let's see, science facility and physics labs are blinking, so I guess well, we've already seen the Yamato cannon, so I guess it's battlecruiser energy getting upgraded here.
Indeed, as you know, the more Yamato, the better in this type of a situation. And Upmagic actually managing to sneak in some vultures, so doing some economic harassment while at the same time knocking at the door at this 3 o'clock. So very, very nice multitasking there, making Light concentrate on multiple fronts. And it looks like he's still in there, and it looks like that little corner of the mini-map, those vultures are still harassing away, and have just cleaned out plenty of SCVs here. Very nice play from Upmagic.
Yeah, and these fresh battle cruisers are going to be able to clear things up, and it looks like now Light is finally starting to equalize on the battle cruiser numbers. It looks like he's finally amassed a really significant fleet. But looking at the supply count, Upmagic has really pulled ahead in that respect, and there's that first vessel as well. So keep an eye out for those EMPs. They will be pretty crucial in deciding the battle cruiser slugfest that's sure to ensue.
Indeed, and already at +2 armor, it looks like, from that science vessel. So yeah, it looks like I'm actually, if I'm not mistaken, we were looking at +2 upgrades for both for offense and defense on Upmagic's units. So those are certainly coming into play. And oh, here come the Yamato cannons. It looks like he actually caught a science vessel, maybe. Did Light, so a little bit careless there by Upmagic and losing a vessel that early.
Yeah, and the EMP timing was just slightly too late. He caught those battle cruisers while the Yamato cannon was already into its animation, and so it was too late to stop it. But he did manage to catch a couple of battle cruisers in there, and another Yamato volley taking out a battle cruiser of Upmagic's there. And these vultures just continuing to do a ton of damage, being really cost effective. And yes, that is 2-2 upgrades for both players' battlecruisers from the look of things.
Yeah, absolutely. It really is starting to even out in the air. What's maybe the equalizer is going to be the damage that these players are going to be able to do as the confrontations are going on with these battle cruisers. Upmagic managing to do a whole lot of harassment with not a whole lot of units, whereas it's we're committing a fair number of tanks to try and take out this gas at Upmagic's expansion, and now the battle cruisers have actually diverged in position, managing to now to take down this expansion. I would have to imagine Light's going to be able to take down the expansion with ease, and at the same time, Upmagic with his battle cruiser spot over in the 9 o'clock position might be able to take out Light's expansion, so they're in an even trade at this point.
Yeah, I'd really like to see what's going on with Upmagic's battlecruisers right now. They're starting to push toward Light's main. They've taken out that expansion. They're going for the main. And Light's battlecruisers are gate crashing into the side of Upmagic's main too. So both players are forsaking defense right now and just going for a killing blow. And could we be seeing an all battlecruiser elimination race? How crazy would that be?
Yeah, that actually seems like exactly what we're going to see. I mean, both of these players have just absolutely thrown caution to the wind, and now just have battlecruisers swathing a path through each other's bases. I would have to think that this would favor Upmagic somewhat, since he had a higher battlecruiser count to begin this, but at least now it looks like joined with science vessels, it would be a bad idea for Upmagic to try and engage those battlecruisers anyway, so really it may come down to just a plain and simple elimination rate.
Yeah, without a big battlecruiser confrontation, it's going to be difficult to see how these bases can be defended, and the starport's coming under attack. Upmagic's starport's in some danger here, and those fresh battlecruisers just got out of the paint shop and immediately set upon by those air-to-air laser batteries and destroyed. And Upmagic is making a switch to wraiths, so it looks like he's going to try to use cloaked wraiths to counter these battlecruisers. But as long as those battlecruisers have vessel coverage, I think that Light's going to be okay.
Indeed, and I would have to say that's a very nice play by Light, actually managing to get those vessels out and into effect over with those battle cruisers, providing both a shield from cloaked wraiths as well as the other battle cruisers if it had actually come down to that. But now it looks like Upmagic pressing into the starports of Light, and really this is just going to be absolutely insane. It looks like Light is in the process of floating away his factories, trying to at least delay some of the destruction, but Upmagic also pressing in with ground forces simultaneously with his battle cruisers, and in a straight up race I believe that Upmagic is going to have the advantage just based upon the fact that he has a superior unit count to begin it, and it looks like he has a superior force on the ground that's going to be able to affect the damage in multiple ways.
Yeah, I think what Light is going to need to do is just force that battlecruiser engagement and get that clutch EMP in. It's kind of hard to say how Light can actually take the game otherwise. Yeah, and I thought, oh, this is going to be a long game. We're going to have, tons of time to talk about things like free agency and all these other goings-on in Pro StarCraft, but it's just been pretty non-stop action this whole time, and we'll just have to save that one for another day. This is a wild game, and I'm really enjoying watching it.
Yeah, I'd have to completely agree with you. When I saw a daunting 53-minute timer on this, I was going to imagine that we were going to be spending a fair amount of time doing some color. But at this point, there's been literally something going on at all points in this game. These players have just been taking it to each other throughout the entirety of it, and now it looks like all of Upmagic's main has been pretty much wiped out, and the same can be said for Light. And at this point, we have Light's starport just hanging out at Upmagic's expansion, presenting all kinds of
Manor
problems for the
starport.
SPs trying to mine them. That is just epic right there.